So today's video is not a knife video, but it is knife related because what we have here is a free sample of a new oil brand. And that oil brand, whoa, check this out. This is Top Secret Oil Premium Pivot Lube. And it comes in quite this canister. Ooh. Oh man, a huge bottle. Top Secret Premium Pivot Lube, 30 milliliters, made in the USA. Thick. What else does it say? Ultimate lubrication, shake before use, 100% synthetic oil. I gotta shake it. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. I'm so sorry, my hair looks so fucking gross in this fucking video. Let's see, how do I... There we go. So this is kind of like carbon honey. And I have a array of knives here. I'm going to start with the Kraken. It's not dry, but I haven't lubricated it in a hot second, so let's compare. I'm going to try and shake it as best as I can. It does not have a needle tip. So this is sort of like, this looks honestly a lot like carbon honey thick. How will it perform compared to them? I have no idea. I don't know anything about Top Secret Oil, but they were willing to send me a video, and I'm going to do a review of it. Ooh. Whoa. Okay, that definitely sounds nuttier. Alright. Yeah, that's some thick oil. I have a couple of oils here. Like I also have, this is the Canto Origin. It's already pretty nutty. And time to put on this Top Secret Oil. Also, despite them giving me a free bottle, and a fucking big bottle too, thank you, my opinions are not going to be, like, biased. I don't know if it's possible to have a needle tip indicator. There's actually, like, a blob in here. I don't know what this blob is. It's like this dark blob in the bottom. Huh. Well, yeah. I wish it had a needle tip. I don't know if it's physically possible because of how thick this oil is. Like, one of my annoyances with carbon honey, while I love their lube, this is already a pretty nutty knife. While I love their lube, it definitely is annoying to feel like you're wasting all this lubricant through an inaccurate dispense. No, this one I just lubed not long ago. Here's the squid trainer. There's a little bit of, like, stickiness, like just a little bit on the safe. Hello, son. Don't worry, this is a trainer. I love you. Alright, and I got a drop on each washer. Safe side is still a little sticky. Let me see if I can put a little bit on. Yeah, I think I'm putting a little bit excessive. But hey, I mean, it's a lube review. My safe handle definitely feels a little bit smoother now. This could be an alternative to Carbon Honey Thick. It looks honestly a lot like Carbon Honey Thick, albeit there's like some blue aftercolor. And Carbon Honey is known specifically to have graphene in it. I don't know anything about Top Secret oil. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's a good idea to take a peek at Top Secret oil. Let's see. Since I'm gonna make a video about this anyways, I might as well be able to give information. Top Secret oil. Top Secret oil. An independent pivot lubricant producing studio. If you're interested in our oil, DM me. I don't really have information. There's no info about like what kind of oil it is. $35 for a bottle that's 30 milliliters and $5 for shipping. That honestly seems pretty reasonable considering that a lot of the other like bottles that are usually around this size, they're a little bigger than this one, are like 15 millimeters. So this is twice as much, and it's usually about 15 bucks for a bottle of like Carbon Honey or Canto Origin. I don't think there's graphene in this, but it is thick. Carbon Honey uses graphene because graphene is a dry lubricant, and so I guess the idea is that when the oil fades, the graphene is there to stay. However, graphene also does make this kind of gray sludge. This is certainly a competitive oil. So what's interesting is that the knife oil, there's Carbon Honey, there's Canto Origin, or sorry, the Canto Group oil, which he hasn't done oil in a hot minute, and he has just said buy Carbon Honey. There's KPL, Knife Pivot Lube. There's Super Lube, which is super cheap. Super Lube is ridiculously inexpensive. It's also it's like pretty thin, and you can get a massive bottle for like $5, and it will last you a lifetime. It's not thick, but it is very, very, very affordable, and it is perfectly usable. Like I use Super Lube quite a bit for like my cheaper knives. And then there's also like the Uwu oil. I have some, and then I accidentally spilled a shit ton of it, which I feel bad for. And it's fine. It's like, it's thick and it's white. Kind of looks like. And there's also NRB Thick Juice, which I hear is really good, but also smells awful. So I've heard. Oh, there we go. What else? I have this blue one. There's like this blue oil. Basically, a while ago, I traded a G10 Orca trainer clone for a bunch of lube. So I got to try a bunch of different things. I find that the Uwu lube applicator is annoying, and it is really easy to spill because unlike these, it like has like a stick, and then I accidentally tipped the bottle over and I spilled so much lube. So that's one annoyance that I have with the Uwu one. The actual performance of it is fine as far as I can tell. This is good lube. This is like competitive. So now this is Top Secret lube, and as far as I can tell, Top Secret lube is competitive with anything else. I've never tried KPL Thick. I have not tried NRB Thick Juice. But as far as I can tell, or I also haven't tried Canto oil. But this is competitive with other thick lubes. It's much like Carbon Honey, and unless there is any specification for graphene, I'm going to assume it doesn't have graphene. And it feels good, and it feels... Let's see, this knife had a little bit of play, and I can't tighten it. So how does this affect tolerances? I just have a bunch of knives that I'm like lubricating here. Yeah. If only it was a thinner applicator. But I'm going to assume you can't. I wish, but it might literally be physically impossible. So I'm not going to be like, wow, You have to have... No, I don't know shit. I'm not an oil producer. Wow, this sounds really good. As for the tolerances... It seems not necessarily to make the play less. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this out. And this bottle is so big that like I'm impressed. So if you want to buy in bulk, this is honestly a really good investment. It still wiggles, but it feels really good. If you like your Balisong that's really nutty, this is a really good competitor. Now, the price, I don't think it beats out anything. So I don't know if you are a designated Carbon Honey user and you use their codes, it might come out to be less. Let me double check Carbon Honey prices. Carbon Honey. So Carbon Honey thick is $15 a bottle for thick, and that is let me see how many milliliters it is. Whoa. It doesn't have its... Oh, 15 milliliters. So yeah, it's literally just the same cost. You can use... There are a lot of codes for Carbon Honey that you can get a discount. So, frankly, it might not actually be a more economical... I think if Top Secret wants to compete, whatever might even be in this oil, it'll maybe need to be cheaper, or it needs to have more... I don't know. Something to basically make it stand out. Because right now, Carbon Honey is dominating, and it's good oil. And you can use other oil, and I'm sure it's perfectly fine. This is nice. Let me... Like, my Atropos has some sticking on the safe handle. So let's try and do a little bit of it on the safe handle and see if that helps at all with the Yo, I have a literal live knife. No, son. I don't know where your pom-pom is, son. It's still sticking. And that's not necessarily the oil's fault. I think maybe it's just a slightly undersized bushing, or maybe I need to loosen up the I'm trying to see. Hello, son, I love you. Yes, I love you. You're a good boy. I love you so much. You're a good boy, yes. He's such a good boy. He's such a dummy. He has no self-perseverance. Oh, here's a pom-pom for you. Beep. He loves fetch. Okay. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not wholly convinced this is not just Carbon Honey repackaged and resold. It has some of that gray sludge. And, you know, I'm not gonna vet these people to see if, like, you know, this is a unique formula. It looks and acts similar to Carbon Honey. And if it's different, cool. But it's literally called Top Secret, so frankly, are they going to reveal what their oil is, like what makes it different, what's special about it? I couldn't tell you that any other oil company does that either. Hey-ya! Anyways. Top Secret oil. Is it Carbon Honey? I have no fucking idea. I'm gonna assume no. Is it good? Yes. Is it a better deal than any other oil company? No, it's the same price. This is 30 bucks for a 30 milliliter bottle, opposed to $15 for a 15 milliliter bottle. You just get more in one package. And I don't know if they do smaller bottles, but I'm gonna be using this until it's done, and that's gonna take a while. So, thank you, Top Secret Oil. Um, and I just want to mention again that I got this bottle for free. So thank you so much. If you are interested in getting yourself a bottle, their Instagram is top_secret_oil. Top Secret Oil with underscores between the words. Um, they don't have a ton of following, and they don't have their own website. But they sent me a bottle, and you can get yourself a bottle of quite fine knife lubricant. And again, while they sent it to me for free, I will be completely honest. My opinion is not biased by the fact that it's free. If I didn't like it, I would be honest with that. And it's good, and suspiciously a lot like carbon honey. I think it's just how it is. It's just the coloration. But yeah, that's it for now. It makes my knives. It's thick lubricant, and it makes my knives flip pretty good and have really nice bounce and sound. If you are interested in my videos, check out my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on different lubricants. If you know anything more about Top Secret Oil, let me know. If you have any thoughts, you like anything that's not carbon honey, let me know, because everyone's got different opinions. I think it's pretty safe to say everyone more or less likes carbon thick, and if you don't like carbon thick, thin does a pretty good job too, though I still think that thin could use a needle tip. But if you have any opinions on Kanto oil, or the Uwu oil, or like the blue one, or the red one, or the or KPL. Did I already say that? Kanto, whatever. If you have any thoughts on other oils, let me know. I know everyone's kind of got different opinions, but as far as I can tell, oil is oil. It helps, keeps your knives moving smoothly, considering how many times you're actioning it. Way more often than a standard flipper, like a folder, I should say. And yeah, like if you want to use super lube for it, no shame. You can use super lube for all of your knives, and it'll do perfectly fine, and you'll never run out. Again, $5 for like 100 milliliters, something stupid. Like I have a bottle over there. It's just so big. So whenever eventually I run out of this needle tip one, I'm just gonna refill it with that big bottle. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts on oils, and take care. Happy flipping, everyone.